congratulations to Troy. Coach Lindsay, I thought they played really well. They're a very good football team, and they executed at a high level today in really all three phases of the game. So congratulations to them. I think for us, from our standpoint, there were a lot of positives, a lot of really good takeaways from that game. Again, our kicking game 2 weeks in a row has been very good, particularly our coverage units today. I thought Jonah punted the ball exceptionally well. Thought we covered. I thought they have some dangerous returners, and we did a great job in the kickoff coverage as well as our punt coverage of really keeping those guys at bay. Defensively, we limited their explosive plays. We forced them to third down, a number of times, and unfortunately, that's where we did not execute as well as I think we can in that third down area. Offensively, did some much better things in the running game, which was exciting for us. Had some explosive plays, moved the football, and again, just had a few misses, a few missed opportunities that are a part of football and a part of this game, and there'll be some good things to go back and look at and learn from as we go forward.
It appeared that you were close to generating something in the way of consistency on offense.
Yeah.
Do you feel that way?
I do. I really do. There were some times. I mean, really, like coming out of the first half, like it felt like, hey, shoot, we're playing really well. We only have 7 points, but felt like we were really stopping ourselves, with some mistakes, and felt that if we came out in the second half and executed at a high level, that that we could go, we could make it a ball game and get right back into it. And unfortunately, an area that we haven't been great on is to begin the second half. That was a big drive that Troy put together to be able to go down and score, and all of a sudden you go from a two possession game to a 3 possession game. And offensively, we said, hey guys, like this is a huge drive for us. We got to come back, we got to answer, and we marched the ball right down to about the 5-yard line, and unfortunately had a false start that really knocked us back and off a rhythm. Had a couple opportunities there to get to still put the ball in the end zone, and just didn't. So that was a big moment, a big momentum shift in the game there for us. But there were a lot of positives on the offensive side today that I think that we're going to be able to build on as we continue to go through this season.
What do you need to do that you can see this game to get that consistency?
I think we got to keep practicing. I think we got to keep practicing well. I thought that as you mentioned, I thought we were, we at times, we were executing. We were moving the football and, really playing at a pretty consistent level. And it's not always going to be perfect. I mean, mistakes are a part of the game, and I think, that's going to happen. But, I think we keep doing the right things the right way, and that consistency is going to show up more and more as we go through the year.
Did your offense ask your defense to do too much today, given the disparity in time of possession? It's almost 2-1.
Yeah, and again, I think that speaks a lot to really to how our defense executed. Again, against a very good football team, a very good opponent, they had to drive the football. We made them play more plays, we made them drive it, and unfortunately, we got them to third downs and couldn't get off the field. So, that's for us to only have 18 minutes of possession. I mean, that's tough. That's tough. And I think you look at that and you look at their third down numbers, 12 of 19, and ours 3 of 12. Plus their 2 of 3 on fourth down. I think there's your disparity in the time of possession. Now we've won that. We've won that battle pretty decisively, the first 3 weeks. So, is that critical, to winning and losing? I don't know. But I do think it's important, and, part of how we play is really designed offensively to allow our defense to be as good as they can be. And part of that is having the ability to possess the football and to give them time to make adjustments, to give them, opportunities to play less plays. And today they had to play 95 plays, and, that's not good enough. And that's part offense not playing as well as they can play, and that's part defense not getting off the field on third down. So, you know, a lot to look at, a lot to learn from. But again, you know, I have to focus on the positives, you know, that came out of this game, and you know, kind of take it one step at a time. You know, big plays have plagued us defensively the last 2 weeks. You know, with UAB and Central Michigan, and today we didn't give them up. You know, and again, the result's the same. You know, which is disappointing and, you know, not acceptable. But there was growth in that area, and now, you know, we gotta get to the quarterback. We gotta affect the quarterback a little bit more, and we gotta get off the field on third down. There was a number of those situations where I think we did a good job holding up in the back end, where that quarterback was back there and there was nowhere to go, and just, you know, unfortunately just, you know, kind of moved around, bought some time, and, you know, it's hard to hold up, you know, in the back end for as long as we were asking our guys to do that at times. So, you know, there's a lot to improve on, but, you know, we are confident, you know, we know those areas, and are confident that we're going to put the work in to make that happen.
Coach, what's the overall, like, message that you have for the team, and then also for the fans out there too, you know, starting kind of in the hole at the beginning of the season, but so that it doesn't carry over to the rest of the season? So
yeah, well, you know, every day's a new day. You know, every week is a new week, and again, it's about doing things right. You know, it's about practicing well. It's about preparation. It's about going out there and having the right attitude and the right mindset. And that's whether you're 4-0 or you're 0-4. Those are the things that we believe in. Those are the things that we talk about every single day. And, you know, I think our players have been outstanding. I think our players understand that, you know, there's no switch that we can just, you know, turn on and all of a sudden things are different, and, you know, you're just out there and you're beating everybody up. Like, it's not the way this game works. And you know, it takes resiliency, it takes toughness, and it takes you know, the ability to, you know, to trust, you know, and to continue to believe. And I think that's the one thing that, you know, that we've you know, kind of asked and our players week in and week out, and they've been fantastic. You know, we certainly had you know, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, our best week of practice this week. Tuesday was, you know, by far our best Tuesday. So we're getting better. We're improving, and, you know, unfortunately the results aren't showing that. But, you know, within our program, we see the growth, we see the progress, and we see the potential that we have.
At game time, it was 86 degrees at street level. What was it like down below? How much hotter was it?
It was warm.
And was that a factor in anything?
I don't think so. It was, you know, same temperature for us as it was for UAB, obviously. So, you know, now, you know, probably been a little bit hotter for them, you know, down there. Excuse me, not UAB, Troy. You know, down there in Alabama practicing. But, you know, we talked about it all week long. We knew it was going to be hot today. You know, we did a good job taking care of our bodies and hydrating and doing everything from a preventative standpoint that we could. I don't think we felt too many effects of that at all today. I don't think that played a factor in the game. I thought our guys, I thought we handled that well once kickoff took place.
How's Cato?
You know,
At the beginning of the game.
Yeah, took a shot on the, you know, second play of the game. You know, unfortunately, and, you know, he went back in and got looked at, and came back out, and, you know, was sore, you know, certainly sore, and fought through it, and was really proud of him for that. And I thought made some big throws. You could see some that, you know, some misses that he had that probably, you know, if he's 100% and feeling good, that he probably doesn't miss. And but, you know, most importantly, I think, again, you have to respect his competitive spirit. You have to respect his fight, and you know, I think he showed his teammates a lot today about what they mean to him. You know, wanting to come back and wanting to, you know, keep playing and wanting to keep going. And you know, I think it's you know, I thought it was a great effort by Cato.
At least before I knew the number, I was sort of picked up on the fact that Alvin was really sticking his head in a lot of plays, and that Kathy said it was 17 tackles for the day. So just how much is his energy?
I thought Alvin played really well. You know, I thought he was locked in, you know, all week long. You know, dialed in the entire game, and, you know, there were a couple of those plays you saw him, you know, kind of out in the open field, and, you know, as soon as you saw number one, you know, kind of in that vicinity, it kind of gave you a little bit of peace, knowing that he's going to come up and make that tackle. And I thought he played an outstanding game for us. And I thought from a leadership standpoint as well, especially in the back end with Sean and with Alvin, I thought they did an outstanding job leading our defense with Lako and Josh. So I thought I was really proud of Alvin, really proud of the way he played.
Coach, do you think, I know we've seen a couple of injuries, throughout the course of the game, then also the penalty with the ejection. Do you think that influenced the team at all mentally?
I don't think it did mentally, for our team. I mean, we certainly had a plan, to adjust. If we lost a player, obviously don't expect to lose one in that venue. And I talked to Julian about it, and we got to be smarter. We got to have more discipline, more self-control, and not ride the wave of emotion. I think we were in a situation where that would have been a personal foul on him, on the Troy player, and we retaliated. And we have to have better self-control. It's a great learning experience, and I think in times like that, you really got to be selfless, because you got to swallow your pride and say, hey, he comes at me and he hits me. I gotta walk back to the huddle, and I gotta take it, and I gotta come back, and I gotta make it right on the next play. I can't retaliate, because now you're in a situation where you're down one of your starters, and puts us in a bad situation, next week as well. So, we'll grow from that. That was disappointing, but now you adjust.